Hi everyone, your mic's off. Hi everyone, Nick Kratikos. Is mine on? Mine's on, thank gosh. Hi everyone, Nick Kratikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and tonight we are live on Bowdabra. So each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we are live, and I have some very, very exciting news. Do you know the news, Alex?
Do I know the news,
Yeah.
Nick? Oh, yes, I
Yes,
do.
she knows the news.
Okay.
As of next week, we will proudly be able to offer the Bowdabra and both the silver and gold wires available at nicksseasonaldecor.com. So instead of purchasing through the link down below, you can find your Bowdabras on our site and shop for other products as well. So tonight we have a bunch of bows we're going to be making. I'm really feeling pinks in the last couple of days, and I go through phases where I like something and I kind of hold on to it for a while and then I get sick of it. So right now we're dealing with pinks and purples, and we're going to do some summer bows as well. So as you come in, make sure that you say hi. I always appreciate when you guys let me know that you're here. And if you're one of our replay folks, you can also let us know that, you came back in at a later point.
Hi, everyone. Hope
Welcome,
you're
you
all having a
guys.
good day.
Hey, Shirley, nice to see you. Just making sure that I shared it on the right page. It is hot again today, but I'm very thankful I was able to record a bunch of new tutorials yesterday because we leave for Dallas this Wednesday, and I heard that it's going to be over 100 degrees. Isn't that right?
It
So
is.
Alex checked this morning, and it was over 100 at like 9 a.m., wasn't it?
It was. It's
So
very
it was
hot.
92, but it felt like 100. So I'm not sure how, like, what is that, like a wind chill for us? But it's like a heat chill, sort of. Not a heat chill, but you get what I'm saying? Because we
Yeah.
have, like, wind chills where it might be like 30 degrees and it feels like it's like 20.
Mm.
So you guys have the opposite in Texas because if it feels like 100 here, it is 100.
Hi,
So
Shirley. Hi, Linda.
so we're going to be dealing with our large Bowdabra first and foremost. Here is the wire. This comes in either silver or gold, and like I said, if you're just tuning in, we will have these available. I am so stinking excited about that. So 100-yard spool, we're going to just cut a length. This is about a 2-foot length, and I'm placing it right in the slit up top. I'm going to take those wires and place them underneath.
Hi, Minnie. Hi, Janice.
Hey,
Hey,
Janice and
Joe.
Minnie. Hey, Joe. How's everyone doing tonight? Ooh, other thing is that we're designing for summer now, and then in the Wreath community, we're going to be designing with fall tonight for date night, and then thereafter we're designing for Christmas. So it feels so weird being a designer because you design for, different times of year throughout the year. So we're hitting like all 3 seasons today, but it keeps it fun and interesting. So we're gonna start with our Sam's Club ribbon. We're putting some of this to use. We have way too many rolls of Sam's Club, don't we, Alex?
We do. We have a
A
lot.
lot. I mean, just on one shelf, I'm probably thinking like 500 pounds worth of just ribbon. So we're going to start with this funky bow. You guys seem to love them, and I love teaching you how to make them. So to make these, what I like to do is just keep the ribbon on the spool. You can pre-cut ahead of time. But then what I do is I just fold the ribbon over, pinch so that we have about a 3.5, 4-inch loop, separate our two tails so that we have about 6 to 8-inch tails, and snip. And then, since we have our loop on this side, for our convenience, for fluffing later on, I like to alternate that. So then we're going to take our loop and place it on this side, and then our next loop on this side, and then, follow that pattern.
Hi, Maxine. Hi, Nancy. Nancy would love to win tonight.
Awesome. Yes, if you would like a free roll of ribbon, Bowdabra is giving away a lucky roll, and they do that each and every Monday that we're live. And all you have to do is just let us know. It's as easy as that. And we've had some lucky winners that have never won anything in their lives and have won a free roll of ribbon. And actually, today, Dad hit us on a scratch ticket, which is really funny. Dad hit on a scratch ticket. But in my eyes, this is the way I look at it. Dad loves scratch tickets, right? So he might have hit this time, but he sure makes up for it for all of the times he didn't win. But he was really excited this morning. He sent a picture to our family group chat of his lucky ticket. And he said he thanked Yaya for it because Yaya wanted some fresh donuts from our local grocery store because they're actually, in all honesty, 10 times better than what you'd get at like a Dunkin' Donuts or, anywhere else. And they're like 50 cents for a donut. I mean, how can you go wrong with that? So he said thank you to Yaya.
So Renee is wondering where she can purchase the bow maker right now.
Right now, so you can order it through the link down below, but we will have them come Monday. So for next Monday date night, we will have them, and they'll ship out that day.
Minnie would love to win. Hi, Debbie from Southern Indiana.
Hey, Debbie. Thank you guys for sharing. I appreciate it.
Hi, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa. Okay. So I know lots of people are enjoying this weather. It's a beautiful day. I mean, it got a little hot in the last hour or so, but earlier on today, it was really nice. A nice breeze out, too. So just pull those wires through. Pull it nice and tight. Cindy is from Springfield, Mass. She would love to win a roll of ribbon. So Cindy is as far away from us in our state as possible, right? So we are on complete different sides of the state. But living in a small state, that's only like a 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
When we go to Texas this week, we've had some people say, oh, I live in Texas, and they, told us where they live. And I'm like, oh, that can't be too far. And then they tell me it's like a 10-hour drive. So Texas is its own country.
Hi, Danae.
Hey, Danae. I'll see you shortly, Danae. We're going to dovetail all of our tails now just by taking our tail, folding it in half, and cutting from the middle out towards the wired edge. And that just provides that finishing touch. And it's always in those small details, you guys. Everything is small, detailed focus. So the more you kind of spend on those little details, it might seem time consuming and it might not seem like a huge grand effect just from one tail. But in the end, when it comes time to fluff, it really does wonders and makes your bow look so much better.
Julie would love to win, and she's watching from Wales.
From Wales. Welcome, Julie. I would love to visit Wales.
We have Lynn, who says she loves watching you make bows, and she would love to win.
Thank you, Lynn. All right. Couple more. I think this is our last one. So let's dovetail our last tail. Make sure we didn't miss any. We look good to go. Clean up our table. We have a brand new trash bag. Mine was starting to get a little... Mine started look... Did you take it downstairs, Alex? It looked like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, didn't it?
It was pretty full.
It was very full. Hey, Carol Ann. So let's fluff this bow now. And this one, I think this works for Christmas, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day. I think it works for 4th of July. And even Halloween. We've done a few wreaths with the black and red combo, and it kind of looks like a tuxedo, Alex. Mm-hmm. And I think black and red is a really pretty Halloween combo, too. Or summer as well.
Yeah, I agree. Can also be for, black and red could be for ladybugs.
For look at you think. That's right. And the reason she said that is probably because you were working on the cards earlier. Mm-hmm. So for every order we put in a card, and Alex is making some summer versions right now. So there is that bow. Tell me that's not just so beautiful. We used maybe 2.5 out of our 50 yards on this, and you can easily make like 10 plus per spool. Look at that. Kay says it's super hot there as well. Yes, it's been unbelievably hot the last few days. And we got back from Illinois the other day. It's been a busy week, you guys, and we have another busy foreseeable week as well. But I made sure that Bella and Yaya were watering my plants because, it got hot enough that, most of them needed water twice a day. And we don't really see heat like that, do we, Alex? We usually can get away with a few days.
We have Roz watching from Richmond, Virginia.
Welcome, Roz. So this, to me, screams watermelon. And we've used it a couple of times, but watermelon ribbons and watermelon wreaths are so popular. They've been so trendy for, I'd say, the last couple of years now, Alex. Wouldn't you agree? Mm-hmm. So here's another way to finish your ends. Just take your ribbon, and instead of dovetailing it, cut at an angle. So it's a little less harsh. Right? We don't want to cut it right across because it just looks a little harsh and it doesn't look as nice. But you can do angled cuts. You could even, I want to try those crimped scissors, Alex. I don't think they'll do the trick, but those you showed me the other day, those boxes of scissors that have different edges. Mm-hmm. What do you think? I don't think they're going to work.
On the ribbon?
Yeah. I think just paper. Aren't they kind of like 3D scissors?
Yeah, sometimes they're hard to cut into some papers, but...
You never know, though. We'll give it a shot.
Could be worth a shot.
So then take your end of your ribbon. See that we have an overhang right here. Leave about 1/2 inch of an overhang. Yes, I love that too, Marianne. Then we can do a few loops on either side. So I like to alternate my Bowdabra. Most of you guys know that by now. Instead of keep it stationary and then move my hands, I like to do the opposite. So we'll do 3 loops on either side that are about 4 inches or so. Doesn't have to be exact.
Betty is from South Texas. She lives 10 miles from the border.
Yes, I figure that's got to be a 7-8 hour drive from Dallas. So Texas is one of those big states.
I know, it's very big.
You know, just one city, whether it be Dallas or Fort Worth, is the entire city of Boston, which is unbelievable, you know?
And we've really pretty much only gotten to see Dallas, Fort Worth area so
Yes.
far in Texas, but we want to explore some other cities too.
We do. So then what I did is I did 3 big loops, about 4 inches. Then we came back in with 1 loop on either side. That's about 2.5 inches, 3 inches. We're going to do 2 of those now. So 2 on each side.
Shirley wants to win tonight.
Awesome, Shirley. Yeah, let us know. Okay. Then what we can do is our final loop. And we like to call it a what, Al?
The button loop.
The button loop. So that doesn't have to be big at all. You don't have to measure it. Just about an inch or so. And this will hide your wire really nicely. Then what you can do is take your wires from either side. You're going to have, since we folded the wire in half, you're going to have 1 loop and then 2 cut tails. Doesn't matter which way it is. Just pull those 2 cut tails through that loop and tighten it.
Becky says she loves your videos and would love to win.
Thank you, Becky.
Bonnie says Texas is never ending.
I know. Then tie it 3 times from behind. You want to make sure it's nice and secure. And don't forget, both Bowdabra as well as Nick's Seasonal Decor have free community groups. So both groups are a great resource for inspiration and motivation, right? I think we all could use a little motivation at times. And just creativity. So you can join the Bowdabra Fan Gallery and the Nick's Seasonal Decor Crafting Community. Both are completely free. Now we're just pulling those loops on either side.
Sue says win, win, win.
Yes, Sue.
Susan would love to win. Jackie says free ribbon is the best. John says pretty ribbon.
Thank you, John. Pull our tails down. And look at that bow. Let's cut off the wires real quick. Snip. And the reason I cut my wires off is because we take pictures of our bows to send to Bowdabra, and you'll see them featured on their social media, and it's just cleaner, right? I don't want to see the wires with that nice photo. So we always spend a few extra minutes fluffing. You guys know, most important step with bow making is taking the time to make sure those loops are spaced and all of the kinks and wrinkles are removed just by running your fingers through them. And
Rosie says, hi Nick, how are you doing?
Hey Rosie, I'm doing fine. How about yourself? It's been a very productive week and another chaotic week ahead of us, but we just take it one day at a time. I think that turned out so pretty.
It's Jill's first time watching.
Welcome, Jill. Lovely to have you here. Those other scissors work for the ends.
Ooh,
maybe we'll give those a shot,
Yeah.
Kay. Thank you. I just know the ones that we've had as kids, I think they were just really cheap. Maybe that was the issue. So if they come in like a jumbo pack of like assorted, those probably won't work.
Mm-hmm.
So let's make our wreath bow now. We're going to switch gears. We're going to take another length of wire.
Brenda asked if you always use wired ribbons.
So great question, Brenda. And actually, while we were in Illinois, we picked out some ribbon we're going to carry next year that is non-wired. So not always. I'd say pretty much always for the last year for us. But being a florist as well, I think there is nothing quite like non-wired ribbon for a lot of designs. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that once those ribbons come in. But for the most part, since we sell our designs and we teach how to make designs that, you know, can be sold by businesses, we have a lot of people that we teach that are business owners in this field. We like to make sure it's nice and easy for our customers if the ribbons, you know, get squished or if they store them, that they're easily fluffed. So now what we can do is cut another length of ribbon. This is another Sam's Club roll.
Brenda says absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, Brenda. Place your tails in the Bowdabra. Hey, Christy, nice to see you.
Maxine loved the Chicago tour.
Thank you, Maxine. Yes, we had a lot of fun in Chicago. And we'll be there again in December. Okay, so let's do a bunch of loops to create what kind of bow, Al?
Are we doing a traditional?
Yes, we are. A traditional bow.
Jill says, I have the Bowdabra. Where is the additional wire?
So we will have the wires available starting Monday. And we're really excited. So we'll have the large Bowdabra. We're not going to carry the mini Bowdabra for the time being, since we do create larger bows. But who knows what the future holds. So if you guys would like to see mini Bowdabras available, on our website, you can let me know. But for the time being, you can find them on Bowdabra's website.
Gail loves that ribbon.
Thank
Minnie
you, Gail.
says, Nick, you always make the perfect bows.
Thank you. So with bow making, you guys, I think a lot of people, I don't want to say the word fail, but they feel like they fail, is because they put so much thought into it. And the reason, every bit of advice that I give you guys is from trial and error and my own personal experiences. You know, being a perfectionist by nature, I've really struggled over the years to kind of overcome that. So my biggest tip with bow making is if you're just starting out, don't overanalyze and criticize every step along the way and every bow you make, because from an outsider perspective, I'm sure they're beautiful. You know, I think we're hardest on ourselves, and I think that's something that's really difficult to break, but it can be done. So there is the bow.
Christy says, I have both and love them.
Awesome. We're going to take our bow now. I don't know how many loops we did. We got 3, 5, 3, 5, so 10 loop bow. Loops are about 3.5, 4 inches. We're going to just place this on top of our 14-inch grapevine wreaths. And these are flying. I feel like we packed so many grapevines lately. We're going to just tie it. We have some pretty flowers we're going to use today.
Betty says, I'm so bad with bows and I love them. There's nothing like a bow on a wreath.
That's right. So not every design needs a bow. Are you coming to Florida? So unfortunately, we are not. We are heading to Dallas, but Dallas and Florida, I feel like that's only a few hours, right? 4 or 5, I mean a few.
It's got to be a little bit more than that, I think.
I don't know. Maybe you can let me know, Kay. So Jackie's from California. Alex has had the pleasure to travel to California twice now, and it makes me jealous because I would love to go to California. So there is our bow in place. You know what? We're actually going to just completely make our wreath now because I'm excited to see how it turns out. So we're going to start with some of these. And what I actually did before the video, you guys, is I actually removed the blue flowers and separated them. So each stem had a blue and purple flower, but since I don't want the blue, I switched the blue to keep them all blue and all purple. Remove your tag.
Carol Ann says, gorgeous.
Thank you, Carol Ann.
Jill loves the ribbon. Pat says, beautiful bow.
Thank you, Pat. So we'll start with all the purple. There's some stringy bits on that as well. Then what we can do is dip them in our glue skillet. So here's our infamous glue skillet. We've been using this for years, and we've inspired a lot of people to use it because it's such a great tool. It is my favorite tool in my shop. You know, cutters, I often go for just the cheapest cutters, but my glue skillet is the best value.
Mary loves your wreaths.
Thank you, Mary.
Robin says, so talented.
Oh, thank you, Robin. All right, so just taking some of these now. We only had whatever was on that bush.
Hi, Joan. She's watching from the UK.
From the UK. So me and Alex were in the UK for a measly 2 hours. But I still count it. We were at Heathrow in London while we were flying to Greece. And what a big airport that was.
It was.
We're used to a little airport.
We were excited to be there, though.
We were very excited to be there. And I'll always count that.
Yep.
So if I never go back to London, I've been. I didn't see Big Ben or explore, but we made it.
Rosie asked, do you have a shop?
Yes, we do. So our shop is nickseasonaldecor.com. And like I said, we will have the Bowdabra products come Monday, which I'm so excited about, you guys.
Colette is loving the colors.
Thank you, Colette. So now we're going to use some of these. We used these yesterday, actually. But we're going to use some more tonight. So I told you guys I was feeling pink. So let's work in some pink. And thank you guys for tuning in. I see we're at almost 200 live viewers. Remove your tag. I feel cluttered right now. We have so many ribbons on the table. But tomorrow's agenda is to get a haircut, first and foremost. Alex has been pestering me for weeks. Understandably.
It is time.
It's definitely time. So we got to do that. We got to get a few new shirts.
Dorothy says when she paints, arranges, and does wreaths, she finds she is her worst critic.
That's exactly right. And that's something that you need to change because we all can be too hard on ourselves. And from an outside perspective, you know, or an inside perspective, you always see imperfections and you see things in a different light. But from a consumer standpoint, or even just friends and family, admiring your wreaths, they don't notice those details, right? So like, for instance, in our house, I know, where we have a few nicks on our hardwood floor, right? Or a few scratches on our dining room table. But, for the majority of people that come over, hopefully, they don't notice those little things. So same goes with your wreaths. People look at the bigger picture instead of those finer details. And, maybe that'll help you kind of break that habit because you're incredibly talented. Each and every one of us is. We just got to realize it. Right, Al?
Yes. Tammy loves the colors.
Thank you, Tammy.
Leanne and Julie would love to win.
How pretty is that turning out?
It's so pretty.
So let's work in. I don't know if I want to do these berries. Let's actually work in this. So this is a pansy spray right here. Isn't that pretty? So we're going to break this apart. Just snip it off.
Betty loves the bow.
Thank you, Betty. So, for those of you that might be new, what I'm doing here is I'm separating the flower stems. And, it seems like a typical thing if you've watched before. But if you're new here, break down your flower stems. It'll help you distribute them evenly, and it'll help you save on your budget. So if you just stick the whole thing in, sometimes it can get a little too clunky and clumpy with too many. So by breaking them up, you're able to work in less and save a buck or two.
Sue asked, where's Dad today?
Dad is home. So Dad actually just made the call and said that the Bowdabras are arriving Monday, which we're excited about. So he is home. Dad was here all morning with Yaya packing orders because tomorrow is the last day we're going to actually be able to do anything until Saturday. So we got to stay ahead and make sure that we do what we need to get done.
Hi, Stephanie. We have Brenda watching from Florida. Sherry says, hi, Nick and Alex. Glad you got home safe. Thank you.
Sherry.
Leanne
Illinois has never been an issue. I'm just scared for Dallas. Most of you guys remember what happened last year. We actually had a miss. Did we miss a Bowdabra? I don't remember. I don't think we did. We might have.
We may have.
But Sandy, the creator of Bowdabra, was on the phone with me giving me advice as to what to do because every flight was canceled. And we waited for 2 days and it still wasn't changing. So we had to drive home from Dallas, which hopefully, knock on wood, is not the case because that is 1,900 miles from Massachusetts.
That was a long, long drive.
A very long drive. How pretty is that? So we used just a handful of flowers, a little bit of ribbon on a 14-inch frame, and something like this can cost you $10 to $15, right? Our 14-inch grapevines are $5.75. We have maybe another $5 worth of ribbon and flowers invested, and who wouldn't want to receive this as a gift? And you're not in it, for a lot of money. So make wreaths and give them away to friends and family and teachers and all of that good stuff because people love them. And people, sometimes might not think to purchase a wreath, but they would love, to have one to display. So that is the wreath. Let's make some more bows. We are not done yet. So I want to do a black and yellow bow now.
Cindy asked if she places an order tonight, how long does it take for shipping?
Well, it'll go out tomorrow. Yeah, it'll go out tomorrow. And shipping, usually orders arrive within a couple of days. It's hard for any company to guarantee. Bowdabra, for Bowdabra to guarantee, me to guarantee, any company to guarantee shipping, because once it leaves our door or the warehouse, it's in the carrier's hands. So this bow, let's see what we can do with just a bunch of random loops. Let's try that.
So I see a few people asking how Yaya is.
Yaya is doing well. Thank you for asking. She still has her minutes. I mean, it's getting less and less that she has any, problems, but, she is feeling much better. Thank the Lord, because I do not want to see Yaya in any type of pain, but I appreciate all of you guys for asking and for being so considerate and caring for the best Yaya in the world, right?
Yes. Judy says, I remember you guys in that long drive. Not this year. Fingers crossed.
Yes, fingers crossed, you guys. But I think somebody said any lives from Dallas, and that's something we definitely well, not definitely, but hopefully we'll strive for. I know lots of people have been asking about that. And it just depends on free time, right? So time just seems to go really, really fast these days. And this last day we were in Illinois, I feel like we woke up and then the day was gone. I mean, I've never felt a day fly by so incredibly fast. So all of our tails are kept down below, and I'm thinking this will turn out pretty cool. So we'll do 3 of each color. And as you can tell, I'm not measuring anything. And it keeps things fun when you do it like that, you guys. Don't sit there and measure every loop. If it looks good to the human eye, it's going to look good in wreath form or swag form or wherever you decide to display your beautiful bows.
Hi, Quincy.
Hey, Quincy.
We have our winner tonight.
Ooh, who is our lucky winner?
Congratulations to Jackie Bates from California.
Congratulations, Jackie. You just won yourself a free roll of ribbon. So let's all take a second and congratulate Jackie. So Jackie, send Bowdabra a Facebook message letting them know that you are tonight's winner from Nick's Live, and they will be more than happy to send a free roll of ribbon your way.
Woo!
So every Monday we are live here at 7 Eastern, and they give away a free roll each and every week. All right, so let's see how this bow looks. So something like this, I think, would look really pretty on the spindles of your staircase. You know, for any season or holiday. You can also place these bows in a wreath. I think that would be very pretty as well. Or a Christmas tree, right? Having these sit on the branches, the ends of the branches. So let's dovetail. Yes, Minnie, this is perfect for bee reeds. So let's dovetail. But yeah, it's going to be a fun week. Dreading the heat, but that's okay. I almost can feel what it was like from last time. How about you, Alex? Like,
yes.
I feel like more than anything, what I remember is getting into the car. Because when we get into our cars here, yeah, they're warm and whatnot. But when we were in the car down there...
It's a different heat than we're used to.
Very different heat.
So it's just very humid, right?
It's
very,
just like it's like an oven heat. It's like when you open the oven is the best way to describe it. Whereas us, it's like opening the microwave, you know, where you have like a 5-minute lean cuisine meal in the microwave that you're excited for, but you just feel that steam, or like a bag of popcorn. But theirs is like you're put in the oven and set at 375, you know, for a half hour. So it's very, very hot, and we're not used to it. But that's okay. So Bowdabra has shared the link where you can order the Bowdabras. But if you want to hold off, we will have them Monday, and we're really excited to debut them on nickseasonaldecor.com.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy. And we're going to have both the silver and gold wires available as well. So fluff, fluff.
Leanne says Dallas is not as humid as the Houston area.
That's
and
the Houston
Sue
area.
Says your cold is different from our cold as well.
I know.
Yes.
We have lots of friends that live in Texas, and they always say that it's freezing out, and they show a picture of like their temperature, and it's like 62. But I know that's not for everybody. But if I could have it my way, I mean, sunny and 75 is great, and I think Alex would like it a little more than that, but I'd say sunny and like 65 is perfect for me.
Yeah, I could do 75, 80 all day, all year.
That's a bit warm for me. But look at that bow. How pretty is that? Something different. So we created this. We created this funky bow, which I love. I think this might be my favorite tonight because it's so spidery. Then we created the watermelon bow using the lime green and pink stripe. And this one's a slightly different technique. And then we created our beautiful wreath. So let us know which of these is your favorite. I want to thank Bowdabra for having me as a guest tonight. I want to thank Dory and Joe for being with us tonight as well. You know, we're really excited to have the Bowdabras. So we will have the large and we'll have the silver and gold wire as of next Monday. And it's something to look forward to. So you'll be able to purchase those from nickseasonaldecor.com. If you need them immediately, you can order them through the link down below. We use Sam's Club ribbon today, 50-yard spools, so they really go a long way, and you can make lots of wreaths for friends and family with just one roll. So once again, thank you all so much, and we will update you when we're in Dallas, and hopefully we'll have lots of good stories to share with you all next Monday. So once again, thank you, and I'll see you then. Bye, everyone.
Good night, everyone.